Man, I've been hauling freight across this country for years, and I've seen some wild stuff out there. Deer exploding into mist at 80 miles per hour, drunk drivers playing chicken, tornadoes that look like they were alive. But nothing, and I mean nothing, has ever messed with my head like what I saw on Route 44 last winter. It started simple. I had a night route from Amarillo to some tiny town in Oklahoma. Just me, my rig, a double thermos of gas station coffee, and a playlist full of outlaw country. Boring stretch of highway, dead silent. Barely any other vehicles on the road. Just fields, woods, the occasional rest stop. That first night, I hit mile marker 239 around 3:17 a.m. I remember because I glanced at the clock right when it happened. I saw him, just standing there, in the median, dead center between both lanes of highway. No flashlight, no hazard lights, no car, just the man. He looked like he was wearing a long black coat, or maybe it was a hoodie. Couldn't see his face. Just stood there, arms down, shoulders slouched, facing traffic, not moving an inch. And I swear on my mama's life, he didn't even flinch when I sped past. Now look, weird people on the road at night, that ain't new. Meth heads, lost hikers, hitchhikers trying to act spooky for TikTok, whatever. I brushed it off, chalked it up to a late-night weirdo. But then it happened again. Next night, same route, same exact spot, 3:17 a.m. Mile marker 239. He was there again. Same pose, same look, like a statue dropped in the middle of the damn highway. And I got that feeling, that skin prickling, cold up your spine kind of vibe, like my body knew something my brain was too dumb to process. By the third night, I started to dread it. I'd be 2 towns away and already checking the clock, like, damn, I'm getting close. I even considered rerouting, but that stretch was the only direct way without adding hours. And I ain't about to lose sleep or gas money over some creepy dude LARPing as Slender Man. So I kept driving, kept watching the clock tick closer to 3:17. And sure enough, night 3, 3:17 a.m., there he was, still standing, still facing me, still not moving. Only this time, I swear to God, he turned his head as I passed. Just slightly. Just enough that I could see part of his face in the mirror. And bro, there was nothing there. No eyes, no mouth, just this pale, blank stretch of skin where a face should have been. I slammed the gas, heart jackhammering, and didn't slow down until I hit the next town. Parked at a truck stop and just sat there, sweating bullets in the cold like some scared rookie. Next morning, I tell one of the older drivers about it. Big Ray. Dude's been trucking since the dinosaurs. I figured he'd laugh it off. But instead, he goes quiet. Real quiet. Then he says, Route 44? Near marker 239? Yeah, don't stop there. I ask him why, and he just shakes his head. Drivers go missing out there. Happens every few years. They always say they saw someone in the median, then poof, gone. I thought he was pulling my leg, until I Googled it. And yeah, he wasn't lying. I should have stopped. Should have changed routes. Should have called in sick. But something about it, man, it started pulling at me. Like curiosity mixed with obsession. Like, if I didn't figure out, it'd keep haunting me forever. So I made a decision. Night 7. I stopped. I planned it all. Charged my flashlight. Left my dash cam running. Sent my buddy my location. Even had a knife in my boot, just in case. I hit mile 239 right on schedule. 3:17 a.m. I slowed down, pulled off to the shoulder, engine idling. And he was there. Closer now. Standing maybe 10 feet into the median. I rolled down the window. Didn't say anything, just watched him. He didn't move, didn't speak. Just stood like he'd been waiting on me. Then I stepped out. The air out there? Cold. Unnatural. Like the kind of cold that gets inside your lungs and makes your breath feel sharp. I crossed the road slow, eyes locked on him the whole time. Closer I got, the weirder he looked. His clothes? Outdated. Like 1950s military jacket, and boots caked with dried mud. His arms hung limp, and that faceless head just slightly tilted like he was listening. I was maybe 10 feet away when I stopped. And I swear, I don't know why, but I whispered, "Who are you?" Nothing. So I stepped closer. "Hey, you need help or something?" Still nothing. Then he raised his arm. Not fast, not aggressive, just slow, like he was pointing past me. I turned to look. There was nothing there, just empty road. But when I turned back, he was gone. I spun around, scanning everywhere, median ditch both ends of the highway. Dude just vanished. Then I heard the truck horn. My rig, it was honking, by itself. I sprinted back, hard in my throat. And when I climbed into the cab, everything was dead. No lights, no engine, no power. Like the whole thing had just died the second I left it. And the weirdest part? My phone said 3:17 a.m. Still, like time had frozen. I looked back toward the road, and he was there again. But this time, he was standing directly in front of the truck, right at the edge of my high beams, arms out, head tilted. And his face wasn't blank anymore. It was mine. I froze. My hands were still on the wheel, but my whole body just locked up like something inside me knew if I even twitched, that thing, that version of me, was going to climb up on the hood and pull me through the damn windshield. It just stood there, in my headlights, wearing my face, smiling, but not in a human way. It was too wide, too stiff, like someone drew it on with a knife. Same jawline, same scruffy beard, same tired eyes. Just wrong. I blinked, and in that fraction of a second, gone. The lights came back on. The engine sputtered, then roared to life like nothing ever happened. The clock on the dash jumped to 3:18 a.m. 1 minute. That's all it took to change everything. I hit the gas, spun that wheel, and peeled out so fast I nearly flipped the damn rig. Didn't stop till sunrise. Didn't even look in the mirrors once. That was 6 months ago. Truck's fine. I'm fine. But I don't take that route anymore. Hell, I barely drive at night. Something about 3:17 a.m. still makes my chest tighten. I started seeing my own face in places it shouldn't be. Reflections, windows, puddles, and sometimes I swear it moves before I do. People think I'm crazy. Maybe I am. Maybe the road finally cracked me. But you listen to me. If you're ever driving down Route 44 and you see someone standing in the median, don't stop. Don't look. And whatever you do, don't get out. Some ghosts don't want revenge. They want a replacement. And trust me, he almost found one. You ever hear something on your CB that just don't sit right? Yeah, I know. Most of it's nonsense these days. Kids play around. Folks swap and gossip. Maybe a drunk trucker hollering about way stations or bad chili. But let me tell you about what I picked up on Channel 19 one night rolling through northern Arkansas. This was a no prank. This wasn't chatter. This was something else. It started simple enough. It was about 2 a.m., middle of a long haul. Solo run from Dallas to some nowhere town in Kentucky. I was running behind, trying to make up time, pushing past the urge to stop for a nap. Rain's coming down steady, and the road's pitch black. Not another set of headlights in sight. I had the radio on low, mostly for company. That soft hum of Channel 19. Familiar, you know? Background noise. Then it kicks in. A voice, male raspy, cuts through the static. Breaker 19, anyone copy? I'm stuck. I can't move. I frown, lean forward, twist the dial up. Figured maybe some driver slid off the road. I say, copy that. What's your location, driver? Silence. Then another voice, different this time, sounded younger. Nervous. Please, someone help. I crashed. I'm bleeding bad. I'm right off the 12-mile stretch near Devil's Bend. Now I really perk up, because Devil's Bend, that place hasn't been part of the main route for over 20 years. The bridge there collapsed in the early 2000s. Ain't nobody driving that section anymore. I key the mic, say again? Devil's Bend's been closed for years, man. You sure you got the right spot? That's when the third voice comes in. Female, soft, almost whispering. "You've passed us 3 times already. Why won't you stop?" SFX. Sudden feedback spike. Quick thunder. Then silence. I sit back, heart thumping like a freight train. My eyes flick up to the mirror, then the side of the road. Still nothing. No lights, no wrecks. Just trees and darkness. I shake it off. Maybe some sick joke. I reach to turn the radio down, and I hear my name. Mike. Clear as day. Mike Carson. Unit 49. Keep heading east, almost there. Now let me tell you something. I ain't never told my full name over CB. I don't even go by Mike on the road. I'm just Diesel Hound, out here. Only folks who know my call sign are the ones at dispatch. So now I'm freaking out. Hair standing up on my arms. That radio crackles again, and the original voice, the raspy one, says, "You gotta see it, Mike. Come on down. You're almost home." Now, I should have turned off that radio and kept on trucking, but something about the way they said it, like I needed to see what they were talking about, like I didn't have a choice. So I take the next turn off toward Devil's Bend, even though I know damn well it's a closed road. There's barriers and signs, but they're all weathered and tipped over like nobody's maintained them in decades. The road gets tight, trees hug in both sides like a tunnel. And just when I start second-guessing everything, I see it. Collapsed bridge up ahead. Whole damn section gone. But just before the drop-off, maybe 20 feet back, there's a mangled 18-wheeler sitting half buried in the mud and brush. Rusted up, windshield cracked, one taillight blinking real slow, like it's on life support. I park behind it. Step out. Rain hitting my shoulders. Air feels thick, like walking through molasses. And then I see the logo on the back of the trailer. My company's logo. My unit number. Unit 49. I stumble forward, heart pounding. Walk around the side. Peek through the shattered driver's side window. And my legs just about give out. Because inside the cab, slumped over the wheel, is me, dead. Eyes glazed. Chest torn open by the wheel. Blood dried and black like it's been there days. I stumble back, trying to breathe, trying to make sense of what I'm seeing. I reach for my phone. It's dead. CB? Static. The whole world around me just stops. That's when I realize I ain't been hauling nothing. No trailer. No cargo. No logs updated. I check my dash, and my odometer's been stuck on the same number since I crossed state lines. You've been driving dead, Mike, just waiting to be found. You came home. Time to rest. I don't know what happened after that. I woke up parked behind a way station 2 states over. Engine off. CB cold. No sign of that turnoff. No collapsed bridge. Just morning sun rising like none of it ever happened. But my rig? Odometer still stuck. Cargo still empty. And my logbook, it's got a final stop scribbled in with red ink. A stop I don't remember making. Devil's Bend, 2:07 a.m. So if you're ever out there hauling late night and you hear voices on Channel 19 talking about places that don't exist, or calling your name when you sure as hell didn't key up, don't answer. Don't listen. And whatever you do, don't follow the signal. Got it. Here's the final section of the script. Wrapping up Channel 19 is not for the living in your signature eerie, first-person style. It's been 3 weeks since that night. I haven't touched Channel 19 since. Every now and then, I swear I hear whispers coming through my dash, even when the radio's off. Like my name being said real soft just under the engine noise. Like they're still trying to remind me I ain't supposed to be here. And here's the kicker. Dispatch swears they never assigned me that route. There's no record of delivery. No bill of lading. Just a gap in my log from midnight to dawn and a note in red pen. Unit 49 found. I stopped to skin questions after that. You can call it a hallucination. Blame it on the lack of sleep, the road madness, whatever helps you sleep at night. But me? I know what I saw, and I know what I heard. I've been to the edge, and I look myself in the eye. So if you're out there tonight, riding solo, crossing those back roads with no signs and no cell service, keep your radio low. Keep your eyes on the road. And if someone calls your name over the CB, don't answer, because Channel 19 ain't for the living. Narrator, calm and quiet. Thanks for riding with me tonight. If you're still listening, stay sharp and don't forget to check your rear view, because some ghosts, they hitch rides.
Alright, so here's what happened 2 nights ago. And I swear to God, I ain't making this up. I've been a trucker for about, going on 12 years now. Hauled everything from cattle to carnival rides. Driven through every back road and broken highway this country's got. Seen some weird stuff too. Coyotes with too many eyes. Gas station attendants who don't blink, you name it. But nothing messed me up like that damn rest stop out on Route 15. It was one of those drives, you know? Pouring rain, wipers barely keeping up, and I was already 4 hours past where I should have pulled over. My eyelids were damn near stapled open, trying to stay focused. I pass this crooked little mile marker. Just says 197, with no county code or nothing. And bam, like magic, headlights hit a rest stop up ahead. No signs, no billboards, just this old turnout with 2 gas pumps, 1 flickering streetlight, and a couple soda machines tucked under a busted awning. And I needed to stop. My back was killing me, and I hadn't pissed since Kentucky. I roll in slow, park the rig in one of the spots near the edge. Right away something felt off. Place looked like it hadn't aged since, 1987. Not in a rundown way either. It was clean. Too clean. No oil, stains, no graffiti. Even the air smelled. Too fresh. Like one of those old-timey diners with fake pie in the window. Anyway, I head inside to use the bathroom, and that's when I see him. 3 people. 2 dudes and a lady. One guy's wearing a trucker hat and a vest. The other looks like a tourist, Hawaiian shirt and all. The woman's got this bouffant hairstyle, and a yellow dress, like she walked straight outta a Sears catalog. They come out the bathroom, walk across the lot, then disappear behind the vending machines. 10 seconds later, they walk out again. Same exact order, same exact pace. I figured, okay, I'm tired, I'm seeing things. So I go do my business, splash cold water on my face, and step out. But they're still doing it, like on a loop. Walking out the bathroom, across the lot, then gone, over and over. I start feeling this pressure in my chest, like something wasn't right. I head back to my rig fast, crank the engine and try to bounce. Pulled onto the road. Drove 10 minutes. Then I see it. That same crooked mile marker. 197. And up ahead, that same damn rest stop. My CB radio crackles. I hadn't touched it all night. Then this voice comes through. Real low, like someone's whispering, through a mouthful of dirt. Don't fall asleep. I freeze. Glance at the radio. It's off. Dead. But I swear, I heard it. Don't fall asleep, it says again. Then the tourist guy. He walks right past my rig, makes eye contact through the windshield. Same smile. Same damn loop. At that point, I don't care what's real or not. I slam the gas. Drive like hell in the other direction. I'm talking pedal to the metal, man. Had that big girl red linen all the way. Guess what? Same marker. Same damn stop. Same people walking their loop. Like the highway's just eaten itself. You got it. Here's the conclusion of the story, picking up right where we left off. At this point, I'm sweating bullets. My hands are glued to the wheel, knuckles white. I drive another 15, 20 minutes straight without blinking, just praying I end up anywhere else. But there it is again. Mile marker 197. Rest stop sitting there like it never moved. That flickering light buzzing. That vending machine humming. Those people still doing their loop. I was losing it, man. I mean, straight up spiraling. I park hard, yank open the door, and start shouting, waving my arms, trying to get the loopers to snap out of it. But they don't flinch. Don't blink. The guy in the trucker hat just strolls by, smiling, like I ain't even there. I ran up to the vending machines. Figured maybe there's a back door or something I missed. But nah, nothing back there. Just woods. Cold, quiet woods. That's when it hit me. This place wasn't stuck in time. It was feeding on it, siphoning it off tired drivers like me, like a damn Venus flytrap waiting for someone to blink too long. And the worst part, I was tired. So damn tired. Every time I blinked, the world would skip a frame, like a DVD scratching. The rest stop would flicker closer, like it was pulling me back in. I locked my cab, grabbed a thermos of black coffee, cranked the radio, slapped myself till my cheeks stung. Didn't sleep, didn't blink, drove in circles till the sun came up. And just like that, it was gone. The mile marker, different number. Rest stop, just trees and mud, like it never existed. I haven't told anyone till now. Who would believe me? But I'll say this. If you're driving through nowhere in the middle of the night, and you pass a rest stop with no signs, no GPS location, and a vending machine that's stocked with goddamn Tab Cola and Zagnuts, keep driving. No matter how bad you gotta pee, no matter how tired you are, because if you stop and you fall asleep, you might never leave. Thanks for listening. If you're still out there hauling at night, keep your eyes open and don't trust the road when it's too quiet, because some places, they're not meant to be found.
If you've ever run loads through the Southwest, you know the stretch I'm talking about. Long, hot, dead flat roads that seem to stretch into another dimension. I've driven Route 66 more times than I can count. And let me tell you, that road ain't just pavement and potholes. It's out of memory. And sometimes it remembers you. I used to laugh at that old trucker superstition stuff. You know, the bar talk you hear when you're nursing a beer at some dusty diner with a bunch of drivers twice your age. But there's one story I wish I'd listened to. One rule I should have followed. Don't stop at the old rest area near mile marker 241 on Route 66. Not after midnight. Not ever. I first heard from a dude named Mickey, gray beard, denim vest, wore a silver cross over his t-shirt like it was going to protect him from something worse than potholes. We were parked at a truck stop in Flagstaff. He looked me dead in the eye over a plate of chili fries and said, "Listen here, rookie. You could take wrong turns, run out of gas, even piss off a cop or two. But if you stop at that rest area after midnight, you won't just lose time, you might lose yourself." I laughed, told him he watched too many horror flicks. But Mickey didn't laugh back, just stared through me like he was remembering something he couldn't quite put into words. 2 weeks later, I was headed through Arizona, running behind schedule. Dispatch had me hauling a double-stacked load of tires, and I was just trying to make up some time. I hit Route 66 right around 11:40 p.m. Wasn't planning to stop, but I've been chugging Red Bulls and beef jerky all day, and nature was starting to call out. That's when I saw it. Old-ass rest area just off the side. No lights, no vending machines, just a busted bathroom building and a crooked picnic table. Not another soul in sight. And yeah, I remembered what Mickey said, but my bladder didn't care. I figured, what's the worst that could happen? Ghost takes a selfie with me? Please. So I pulled over. I left the rig running, grabbed my flashlight, and jogged over to the bathroom. Floor was wet, smell was awful, and the graffiti looked like it hadn't been updated since the 80s. But here's the thing. When I came back out, maybe a minute later, there was someone standing next to my truck, barefoot, covered in dust. A girl. She was maybe mid-20s, hair matted, dressed dirty, and torn like she'd crawled out of a sandstorm. And she was just staring at the cab. Didn't flinch when she saw me. I shouted, "Yo, you okay?" She didn't answer. Didn't even blink. Just kept looking up at the windshield like she was trying to see who was inside. Now, normally, I don't mess with weirdos on the road. But something about her, I don't know. I felt bad. Like, maybe she was in trouble. Maybe someone dumped her out here. So I walked up slow and said, "You need a ride?" "Nearest town's like 20 miles. She finally looked at me. Her eyes? Pitch black. No whites. No light. Just void. Still, I opened the passenger door, helped her in. She was ice cold, like freezer section cold. And the second I shut that door, I felt it. Wrong. The cab felt smaller, quieter, like I just stepped into a sealed box with something that didn't belong. We rode in silence. Miles passed. She didn't say a word, just stared forward like she was on autopilot. I tried to break the ice. "You got a name?" Or nothing. I started sweating, not because it was hot. AC was blasting, because my body was screaming at me. "Danger. Get her out. Don't look at her. Don't talk to her." Then she spoke. Voice was dry, hollow, like wind scraping against bone. She said, "Do you know what happened here?" I said, "What?" "On this road." She nodded slowly, then pointed out the windshield toward the road ahead. "This stretch used to be home, till he found me, till he took my shoes and left me here, waiting." My blood turned to ice. I didn't know what to say. She kept going. He thought no one would stop, thought I'd fade away. But now someone always does. I slammed the brakes. Dust flew up all around us. She didn't move, didn't even react, just slowly turned her head toward me and smiled. Except it wasn't a smile. It was a tear from ear to ear, a jagged rip of flesh curling up like someone had cut her face open to make her grin. I threw the door open and jumped out, heart hammering. But when I turned back to the truck, she was gone, vanished. Passenger door still shut. No sign she was ever in there. Only thing left behind, a pair of bloody footprints on the seat. I didn't finish that delivery. Didn't even call dispatch. I left the truck at the nearest diner, tossed the keys on the counter, and walked away. Got on a bus, rode it till I hit a city big enough to drown the memory. I haven't driven since. People ask me why I quit. Say, "Man, you were good. You had a steady route. What happened?" I just smile and say, "Nothing." But every time I close my eyes, I see those black, hollow eyes, that slit of a mouth stretching wide. And I hear her voice. Someone always stops. Got it. Here's the final part of Don't Stop on Route 66, closing out the story with a chilling end. It's been a year. Sometimes, late at night, when I'm trying to sleep, I still hear tires crunching gravel outside my window. Sometimes I even get up to check. There's never anyone there. But the dust is always disturbed, like someone just stood there, watching. I don't drive anymore. Sold the truck. Deleted all my old routes. I took a warehouse job, days only. Won't touch the road once the sun dips low. My friends say I'm overreacting, that I had a mental break or some kind of hallucination from stress and too much caffeine. Let him think that. I ain't trying to convince anyone. But if you're listening to this, if you're out there running late-night deliveries down Route 66, do yourself a favor. Don't stop at that rest area. Don't pick up no one. And if you see a barefoot girl covered in dust, keep driving. She's still out there, still waiting. And sooner or later, someone always stops. All right, so name's Mike. Been driving rigs long enough to know better than to ask dumb questions. You pay me right, I'll haul damn near anything. No paperwork, no manifest, no eyes. Couple weeks back, dispatch hits me up around 2 a.m. Says there's a trailer sitting abandoned just off some ridge outside Missoula. No cab, no driver, just a sealed box, cold and quiet. They offered double pay. Said it was urgent. Just haul it to Spokane, don't worry about the details. I was low on cash. Said yeah without blinking. Biggest mistake of my life. I get to the ridge just before dawn. Sun ain't up yet. Sky's got that weird purple tint, and fog's hanging real low like it's got something to hide. Trailer's just there, all by its lonesome. No rust, no damage, not even a damn tire track. Just sitting perfect like someone dropped it from the sky. I circle it with my flashlight. That's when I see it, scratched right into the metal near the latch, like with a key or a knife. Don't look inside. I chuckled. Thought it was some burnout screwing around. Maybe a pissed-off driver making a statement. Hell, I've hauled worse. I hook it up, double-check everything, and get rolling. Maybe 20 minutes down the highway, that's when I hear it. Thunk. Loud, like something heavy dropped inside the trailer. Then a moan. Not mechanical, Not like metal stress or an axle shift. No, this was alive. I pulled over, threw on the hazards, walked back with my flashlight, thinking maybe a caged animal or some kind of livestock. But the trailer? It was humming, low and steady, like a generator, but breathing. I put my hand on the door and felt it vibrate like it was purring. I stepped back real slow. About that time, my CB lights up. Channel 3, one I never use. Just static at first. Then a voice cuts through, warbled and low. Mike! I spun around so fast I dropped my flashlight. Ain't nobody there. Empty road. My cab's idling, nothing else in sight. Then the voice comes through again, clearer. Don't open it. Don't let it see you. I slammed that radio off so hard the knob cracked. I was done messing around. Got back in, floored it. 70, 80, pushing 95. Didn't matter. I passed the same gas station 3 times. Same beat-up diner with the broken sign. Same dead coyote on the shoulder. I ain't lying, man. It was like I was driving in circles. The GPS just kept rerouting, and every mile that humming got louder. Like it knew I was scared. Like it was enjoying it. I tried dropping the trailer. Pulled off to a dirt path. Unlatched the hook, even yanked at the damn pin with both hands. Didn't matter. Got back in and checked the mirrors. Still hitched. Like it wanted to stay with me. Like it chose me. Then, tonight it happened again. But worse. I was trying to sleep in the cab. Engine off, cab light dimmed, Glock on my lap. I swear I heard it whisper my name again. But this time from inside the sleeper. Not the CB. Not the trailer. Inside my damn cab. Then, just now, as I'm recording this, I heard 3 words. Real slow. Real wet. You're next. You ever get paid too much for something and just feel in your gut that it ain't right? Yeah, that was me. I'd picked up this trailer way out in Montana, middle of nowhere. No bill of lading, no dispatcher on record, just a burner phone text saying, pick up, no stops, $5,000 on delivery. The trailer was sealed tight, no markings, but it had this message scratched right into the metal, all jagged and twitchy like a nervous hand wrote it. Don't look inside. First night, I laughed it off. Took my check, lit a smoke, started hauling. But something about that trailer. It didn't sit right. Like it was too clean, too untouched. And when the sun went down, that's when I heard it. At first, I thought it was the axle shifting. Then it moaned. Like soft. Sick. Like a wounded animal. Only not quite. I pulled off onto some turnout in Idaho. Walked back with my flashlight. Trailer's cold. Not like normal night chill. I mean cold, like a morgue slab. I put my hand on the metal, and it vibrated. Like it was breathing real slow, like it was asleep. Back in the cab, I fired up the CB just to break the silence. Channel 19. Static. Then this voice cuts in. Raspy, like someone dragging air through water. Mike, don't open it. I froze. Didn't tell no one my name. Didn't even use my real call sign when I left Missoula. But that voice, man, it knew me. And every time I turned that dial, every single channel just looped the same whisper. Don't let it see you. Don't let it see you. I hit the highway hard after that. Pushed the rig to speeds I ain't proud of. Didn't matter. GPS just spun me in circles. Same exit signs. Same flickering gas station lights. Same goddamn diner with the open sign that never turned off. I unhitched the trailer once. Swear I did. Pulled the lever, saw it roll an inch back. But when I checked my mirrors, still there. Still connected. Then tonight, it all came to a head. I parked off I-90, middle of a rainstorm. Cab light dimmed. Glock in my lap. Door locked. I'm sitting in the dark, listening to the wipers try to stay calm. When I hear it, not from a CB, not from the trailer, but from the sleeper cab behind me. Wet. Breathing. Real slow. And then it said, "You next."